Welcome to Tailgate Talk. My name is Mike. I am your host. That is my buddy Tommy. Tommy from the MSR. What's going on, buddy? Happy Wednesday.
Yes. Happy. I guess we'll just say happy Thanksgiving because we won't probably be talking to everybody tomorrow. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and hopefully tomorrow is a good day for all of us. Bills Mafia.
Right. Let's get back on track. And I'll tell you, I have stayed away from Twitter. I've stayed away from the talking heads. I think I've listened to Joe Marino. I've obviously listened to hashtags. I listened to Paul and Mario, and then I think I caught the post game of Cover One. But other than that, I stayed away from it. It's toxic, man. I don't like, where people go. They get dark, brother. They get dark, and that's just not my style.
I don't know if I get dark. I just on Twitter. I just throw truth out there. I try to throw at least
on Twitter.
Listen, there's a difference. There's the people that are like, Josh Allen sucks. He's not the right guy. Like, those are idiots, to be honest with you. And anyone that's listening, if you do that, I'm sorry I called you an idiot, but it's it's just true. Now, if you're coming out saying facts, like the offensive line is fucking weak and powder puffs, then you have every right, and that's what I do. I just call it how I see it, and you can agree or not, but it's how I do. So yeah, I was I gave it to the Bills, boy. And I'm going to be talking. I want to bring something up to you, Mikey. I do, because not now, once we start getting into it, but I do want to bring something up to you. That's, bro, when I was watching this game, I'm like, wow, this reminds me of a certain game. And bro, if you look at the stats, it was identical. But anyways, go ahead. We'll get
no. I think you make a good point there, because out on Twitter, and Daniel Garis, thank you. I see that you're in the house, and Richard Forbes came in also and said Twitter's ridiculous. I totally stay away from it. I did see a tweet today, and I think it came from Matt Henry. His hen dog is his YouTube name. He's part of Hashtag Nation, but he came out and said he put up the 2019 schedule and how we played versus this year. It's eerily similar.
You know why?
I think the game you're talking about is that Eagles game.
You see, Matt Henry was on my chat, so on my Sunday epic post game rant, and maybe he picked that up. But yes, I guess I'll bring it up now. 2019 Eagles versus Bills in Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Buffalo had a nice record, by the way. We were all rah, the Buffalo Bills. We were going to kill the Eagles. The Eagles were like a 500 ball. They weren't even, I think they were one game under. What do? They came to our home and played Buffalo-style football that's supposed to be meant to be played in shitty weather. And we can't even do that right. And, bro, it was identical stats. Carson Wentz, by the way, was the quarterback, which is kind of funny. He threw for almost the same amount of yards as he did this game. Mm-hmm. The running backs absolutely destroyed us. We barely ran the football. We overthrew Josh Allen. Like, everything that we're supposed to do, we did the opposite. Yep. And it was amazing that the Colts came right back in 2 years later, and Frank Reich's like, you know what? Is this really home field advantage? Because I don't think Buffalo plays good at home in this kind of conditions. We're not built. It's funny because I don't think we're built to play at home. It's fucked up. But Brandon Beane, come on, man. Like, you talk about the open air stadium. We want an open air stadium. Because why? Because we live here. This is how we play. We play in the snow. We play in the winds. This is how we're built. Are we really built that way?
No.
I'm going to say, fuck no.
No. We are not a smash mouth team. We are a finesse team. Finesse teams don't do well in those type of conditions. And I'm not saying that, us being in a dome changes all that much, because you know what? They came out, they punched us in the mouth, and we laid down. Missed tackle. Oh my God. And we'll get into this, but missed tackles. I was so furious at Frazier on Sunday, and I just got done praising the guy on our last week's show.
I know.
And that dude stayed in nickel the entire game.
Yeah. Why not go to a 4-3 there? I don't get it.
Well, not even that, but just
I'm just saying, but why not try? It's just the nickel the whole time. It was something. And by the way, I do want to say one thing though. about being built, blah, blah, blah. I will say this, though. But go back to that 2019 Eagles-Bills game. When we ran the ball, we actually did fine. This game, when we ran the ball, we actually did fine. We just don't. 3 carries for Singletary. It's not enough. He was averaging 5.7. Matt Breida averaging 10.6. And we just why?
We opened it up and we ran a little bit to start the game and we drove downfield.
Yep.
Stupid penalties. We went from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 18, and that was the end of it. Josh tried to fit one in there, which really was pass interference.
It was.
That just didn't get called. But that happens. Okay. Yeah. It was a bad decision by Josh to make that throw. He was banking on getting bailed out and it didn't happen.
Right.
So okay. But why did we go? Then we just went away from the run game, and then we picked it up in the second half. But even with that, we were down 17 to 7, down 17-7, getting the ball a little bit over 3 minutes left, have a chance to go down and score, come back out the half, get the double dip action going, and our kickoff returner pulls a Leotis McKelvin and just fumbles the ball and the game away. I will tell you, Tommy, I love Isaiah McKenzie. Yeah, I want to see him more on offense. Yeah. I don't want to see him returning the kicks anymore. Give me Stevenson. Give me Hyde, who will catch the ball and
safe bet. Yeah,
that turnover. Not only did it give them the ball within the 2-yard line, you took the ball away from the offense. You can't do that.
Right.
And then
everything. The momentum, the crowd, you took everything away.
Everyone went flat. Everyone went flat. Josh tried to start doing too much. We had 7 drops in that game.
But I will say this, though. It was, once again, going back to the play calling. I'm telling you, Mikey, rainy, windy. Josh Allen doesn't throw lobby passes. He throws bullets. So I'm not saying give the receiver excuses, but I understand as well. I got to go on that side. You can't throw a 100-mile-per-hour bullet, in the rain and wind. I mean, it's going to be a little tough to catch. You know what I mean? So
he throws it hard because he cuts it through the wind.
I know.
And it was really windy.
It's just
right.
But that's when we should start running. Bro, the Eagle game, I'm telling you, go back to that game. It's the same outcome. When we got Singletary involved, and bro, not even just the running game, Mikey, the tight ends, right? Get the short yards going. Get the screen passes going. Remember the Singletary in 2019 was a short pass, and Singletary took it all the way to the house, right? Or close to it. That's what sparked the offense, but it was too late. Yeah. But it just seems like Daboll's just stuck in his ways. He has a game plan, and that's it. You don't want to.
I'm gonna get to that because I'm gonna talk about Daboll. But Daniel Gardy's coming in and says at least Leotis got hit before he fumbled the ball.
Yeah, that was crazy. He just let it go. He just fell and dropped. How do you do that?
Oh man, I don't know. I want to go back to this one because Daniel Gardy's came in and said, the O-line without Brown this year is what's killing the run game. What's killing the run game is the lack of consistency and willingness to stick with the run game. I get it when we have those guys who just aren't doing it. We have those games where they're getting hit in the backfield. But last game, we had the sweeps going, we had the stretches going on the outside. Singletary and Breida, stop putting Moss in there. He's just running in the back of people. Stop it.
I told you.
I've been a Moss supporter, but until you can open him up lanes, he can't do it by himself. So put Breida and Singletary back there and just let those guys run the ball. It's okay if Josh hands the ball off. I get that we gave him the bag, but it's okay to have a run game.
Or at least try.
That's gonna, right. Well, try more than
3
10
attempts.
Times.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I told you a week ago. We are. Listen, I have been totally okay that we're a pass first team. I'm good with that. That's who we are. But you got to still mix some runs, and you can't do 3. No team is going to bite on a play action pass with Devin Singletary in the game when he's only got 3 carries and you're in third quarter. Yeah. You might as well not even do a play action at that point. Just fucking throw it. So I don't know. It's just stupid. I don't get the play call. I'm totally confused there.
And we'll get that in 1 second. We'll get to Daboll in a second. Boris comes and says, "You guys watching Hard Knocks?" Have you seen the Bills 2021 season? It is hard knocks.
Yeah, very.
You know, it is
I've
a
watched
roller
enough.
coaster of roller coasters. I don't know if they were just, you know, reading their press clippings and they felt like they had to show up to win, but it's been pathetic. It's been pathetic. I appreciate you being in the chat tonight, Boris. I want to make sure I touch base on that. Going through here, Mike Davis comes in and says, seems like Daboll's simply trying to get Josh the MVP. And you know what? You're right. And I don't know why. This is not a individual award. Like, we have bigger goals than individual awards. You know what it seems like is Daboll's doubled down. And we'll get into the Daboll talk right now. It seems like Daboll has doubled down on, I need to prove that that Josh isn't just a 1-year wonder, and we are the, you know, greatest show you know, on turf. So I can get a head coaching job. I want to prove to those charges that they made a mistake by passing on me and going with Brandon Staley. Guess what, bud? It's not working. Figure something else out. And why the hell are we not running? Like, our short routes is a 5-yard hitch or a 5-yard out. Where the hell is the crossing, the motions, the misdirections, the things that made us dominant last year? What happened to that offense? You want to go to this year? Go back to that Green Bay game. Bring me that offense in the preseason.
Yes, I'll take it all. That's what I'm saying.
I want that version of the offense.
Right. Give me a simple yet effective offense. I'm good with that.
You know, and I listened to Paul this morning, and Paul went on a tangent about how Josh is making bad decisions, and you know, I felt like he was sticking up for Daboll's play calling, but he was putting more of the emphasis on McDermott and Daboll for allowing Josh to make the boneheaded game management decisions that he's been making. He won't take the 6-yard out. Like, I've watched some of these games back. There was no 6-yard out available. No. There was the 2-yard out that had a guy within 3 feet of him he could have thrown to.
Right.
But it's taking guys 15, 20 yards to get open. The receivers aren't helping. So where is my creative scheme offensive coordinator at?
Yeah. And I always watch the game back, like it's good or bad. I gotta say, I told you last week, I'll take an average O-line. If they can give us average, we're gonna, I swear to God, like that's what we are, average. If below average, we're fucked. I thought they played average. I honestly did. I thought the O-line was average, which was good enough for us to play better than what we did. And like you said, we didn't do any slants. We didn't do any short hook pass. Nothing. We did nothing to help Josh Allen. Everything was deep. Everything was where Allen had to, you know, buy more time for those receivers to get open, which they're failing to do. I didn't see Dawson Knox really involved. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, that's Daboll's play calling, because you got to get it. You got to start helping the offense out. You got to help Josh Allen out more. And I feel like he's failing him. Like,
yeah. And honestly, let's just take it one step further. Everyone says, "Oh, Josh is making these bad decisions." We put in Mitch Trubisky last game too, and he threw a pick.
Right? See how that went?
So right. And I'm not saying Mitch Trubisky is better than Josh Allen, and I'm saying I believe it's more than just Josh making bad decisions. I don't think his offense coordinators are putting him in the position to succeed. And 100%. That's where I'm starting to have the issues, you know, 100%. Because I've been one side or the other. I've never been okay. Like last game was a complete utter mission failure. You know, complete mission failure
everywhere.
For the team.
First one.
All three phases.
Yeah. First time,
we
by the way.
Just fell flat on our faces.
Yeah, everybody.
But this is the Daboll time, so we're going to talk about Daboll. Put your players in positions to succeed. Stop making Sanders run 30-yard go routes. Like, right. Yes, he is our deep. Him and Diggs are our deep threats, but that's not where he succeeds. They succeed in those short to mid area routes where they can create separation. We're not putting them in those positions. We're not run. I would love to see Diggs run across and then watch Sanders run across, and then Josh has his option to say, okay, who's open? Who created the separation? But we're not doing that.
No, you're right.
We're
I don't
running
see any. Yeah, I don't see
stops,
nothing like that.
outs, hitches, goes. I'm just like, where's the scheme? You go back and I watched Shanahan. You look at the 49ers offensive line. Yes, they have Trent Williams, who's a going to be a Hall of Famer. The dude's been a stud for his whole career.
Yeah,
but outside of him, Shanahan schemes up his run game.
Yeah.
They don't have guys any better than what we have.
Right.
We might actually have a deeper offensive line than the 49ers. The issue is, one, the scheme that we're running, we don't have the players to do it. And two, the scheme sucks.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like
100%.
I like the lately how we've been running outside and giving the ball to Breida and Singletary to go outside, but there is no scheme on the inside. Where's the whams? Where's the trap blocks? Look what I watched Phillips get ragdolled by their right guard. Ragdoll. Pushed him, washed him out, and then threw him to the ground. Just ragdoll.
Yeah, bro. It was crazy. We got beat on both sides in the trenches. Like both sides. Our offensive line got beat up pretty much, and our defensive line got.
And Olivia,
it's like we had no
tough to run when we're down, but we haven't been trailing that much this year.
No. And you got it
against Pittsburgh. We were down. Against Tennessee, we were up pretty much the whole game till the very end, and then this game, we were.
But
down.
Listen, but technically, okay, we were down 14-0 quick, right? And we should have not have been that drive. We were driving in the very first play, right? When we had the ball, it was 7-0. We were driving. We fucked up on a costly penalty that was 3rd and 3 on the Colts 28, and we got 2 penalties back to back and then interception. Down 14-0. That's not a lot, guys, in the NFL. It may feel like a lot, but we didn't even attempt to try to really run the ball. And when we did, it worked, but it was too late, like you said. But why not try? Why not see? Daboll's just like, he's stuck in his own ways. That's why I keep telling you. The in-game adjustments is what kills Brian Daboll. Does not do. And by the time he does, it's too late. The game is far ahead. We're done.
Yeah.
There's no coming back. So it's just like he struggles with that. It drives me nuts. Drives me crazy. Bro.
I mean, I went back and I watched a little bit of the film room that that Cover One did with Eric Wood. Because he came on with them.
Yeah.
And I watched what they were doing. So they showed a lot of the looks that they ran last year, and then they changed up their blocking combinations that washed us out. So we went, oh, okay, here's the look they're going to give us. They're going to run this. They ran something completely different. What? You can change a scheme and change a blocking scheme to where if we give one look, we can do something else?
Yeah.
That's allowed? Because I don't think Daboll's done that at all this year. What he puts on the field is the same predictable bullshit we've seen for freaking 12 weeks now.
You can see it, right? You can sit back on your couch, watch the game, and you almost can guess what he's going to do by the formation. You can almost guess it, and that you shouldn't be able to do that as a regular football fan. So what do you think the defensive coordinator is thinking on the other side of the field going, oh, okay, like this is what he's doing. So it's just like so obvious, man. Like he's just driving me crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm Richard Forbes. You're right. And then Josh was pressing because dumbass penalties, and his offense coordinator is not helping him, and his receivers aren't helping him. He tried to force something because that's what he does.
That's what he does.
And he threw a freaking pick. He did it twice last game.
Yeah.
And at some point, someone's gotta win their battle. And that's been a tough go. And we have an elite receiver room who can't get open.
Right. Can't. Right.
So, and granted, they're running their routes the way they're supposed to be running them. So one of two things has happened. Either A, they're not as good as they've been touted, or B, the scheme that we have put together isn't what it's doesn't fit our personnel, and it's not very good. So one of two things. Everyone can pick their own, come to their own conclusions. But I'm putting this on Daboll, and I'm putting it on Sean McDermott for allowing this bullshit.
Yeah,
I am done.
How much more can we hear out of the press conferences? This is not who we are. We're better than this. Like, I've been hearing this for all year. Every single bullshit loss that we should have won. Like, it's the same old story. We'll learn from this. If this is only going to make us stronger. Like, okay, the Jacksonville game. Okay, fine. Did you learn from that? Fuck no, you didn't. You got fucking blown out at home by the Colts.
Yep.
Like, what did you learn exactly? How to lose even more?
Yeah, I like this comment. Dilly Dale comes in and says, one tackle isn't hurting the run game that bad. You're right, because actually, Cody Ford played well last week.
I told you. They all played go back and watch the film. They played average, which is we'll take it.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yes.
But the problem is the scheme and the play calling was hot garbage.
100%.
And then penalties. Penalties, we get the worst penalties the worst time.
God. We're like one of the worst in penalties right now.
But we lose a tackle. We move Williams out, who's just been a pitiful tackle this year.
Yeah.
And we put someone else in. Money. But that had nothing to do with the left side. So why are they sucking? Because they're below average linemen who are forced to play because we're missing guys. Like, it's sad when we're wanting Mongo back, because he hasn't played well this year. But we're like, man, I can't wait till he gets back.
We got to. So he's at least average. He's better than Bacher.
Dilly. I completely agree with you, dude. I am all for stop making excuses, saying, this guy's out. You know what? It doesn't matter. Next man up.
Yeah. Because
the Titans put in Bobby Hart at left tackle, and they still ran the ball on us.
And they did their job.
And over and over. They did it week after week because they kept winning with Bobby Hart left tackle until Lewan came back and their other tackle came back. Then they released him.
Right.
So,
by the way, this is all. Listen, we're gonna praise the guy. We gotta give him his dirty laundry too. Brandon Beane, this is his team. This is who he built. You knew about this offensive line. You knew this offensive line has struggled the last 3 seasons. The fact that you had a second round pick, that you had an opportunity to maybe get a good offensive lineman, you went back-to-back edge. I wanted to believe it was a good pick because you've done pretty well in drafts, and Beane we trust, but come on, we can't keep giving excuses. The offensive line's been bad. He should have addressed it. He didn't address it. And guess what? We are what we are today because of that. So I hope he's watching in his office, because we need help, Brandon Beane, in the offensive line. Bad. And by the way, also on defensive tackle, I'm telling you right now, we have to make changes there. We are getting abused by the run. This is 2-3 years.
I'm sick of this underweight, a light defensive front that's supposed to be wreak havoc. They cannot.
No.
Okay, listen.
Give me Sam Adams. Give me some fat motherfucker here.
Exactly. And we could have had a couple of them too, and we passed on them. So anyways, I'm done having the defensive line just being pushed around.
Yeah, because
I will tell you,
light.
Ed Oliver played his ass off.
He did
that game. He did everything he possibly could, but it was a one-man show.
But he's
Jerry Hughes, and as much as he's more of a pass rusher than a run stopper.
Yep.
But Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison,
MIA, yeah. AJ Epinesa.
I saw AJ Epinesa running wide trying to run around the defensive end when they're running the freaking ball up the gut.
Addison with a huge missed sack on an important part of the game.
How'd he miss that? That was a backbreaker too. That gets us off the field and the ball back. Oh God, that made me sick. Unpredictable play calls. It's murdering us. I've gone down a rant. I haven't even touched my notes yet. I told you I was gonna get started on Daboll, but here's what I have told myself, and I'm gonna take this moving forward. I have zero expectations for the Bills moving forward this season. I will root for my team. I will root for them. I will come on here every week. I will tell you what I see, but do I expect them to win the division? No. Do I expect them to make the playoffs? No. Because until I see something better than what I've seen over the last 4 weeks, we're not beating the Patriots. We're not beating Tampa Bay.
I don't know
We're
how.
not beating any of these good teams.
I don't know. You're bro, Mikey. I don't blame you. I'm not on that yet. But I am close. I am very close. But I admit, listen, Monday Night Football, Patriots coming to Buffalo. New England is built exactly for Buffalo weather, and we are not.
New
And
England's
New England,
built
yeah,
the way they are built
Right.
to run the ball and play defense.
100%. That's what I'm saying. So if we think like that game is scary, that game is super scary. I pray. I'm praying because I don't know what we're gonna do. I really don't, and I hate to say that. I didn't think we would be here. Listen, I didn't think we would be here. I didn't think we'd even be talking like this right now. But the reality is,
it's sad.
True, right? We are soft up front and on the defensive side and offensive side.
We are soft.
We're soft.
Period.
You're right. Period.
Exclamation point. We are soft. Exclamation point.
Yeah, I agree.
Where is the nasty? I've been begging for nasty the last 2 years, and I hear we got this guy. He's gonna be nasty. I've yet to see it.
Nope.
Is it Sean McDermott's just not a nasty type of coach, so he doesn't like those type of players? Is it something to do with the locker room because it's kumbaya and everyone loves each other, so there's no edge? Where is it? I want some freaking nasty.
I don't know.
I want it in a trench. Okay, so let's do this because we could go down. And Wayne, thank you. I also agree. I'm sick of this bullshit. Find Diggs. I don't care if he double covered. The dude makes catches. Throw Diggs the damn ball.
I still say Knox needs to get more involved too, though.
I was talking to my brother last night, and it was my brother or was my stepdad? I was talking to one of them last night, and I was telling him, and we were talking about the different offenses and what was going on. My brother's a 49ers fan. My stepdad's a Washington fan. My real dad's a Cowboy fan. So we have our teams like all over the place, right? And I was telling him, I'm like, look at most of these high-profile offenses, that score a lot, right?
Right.
They have their go-to guys. Cooper Kupp, he gets force-fed the ball. Let's just take the Panthers for. They're not high-profile, but you know what? McCaffrey is fed the ball. He touches the ball in the run game, in the pass game, and sometimes in the return game. Like, they just make sure the guy that they're paying a lot of money is the guy who touches the ball.
Yeah.
Why haven't we been able to scheme up Diggs getting the freaking ball?
By the way, just to go back, I know we're talking about the receiver room, but I do want to bring something up real quick on their running back because I saw somebody in the chat room says we need running back. Listen, if we have an okay offensive line, Devin Singletary will be even better. He's averaging, guys, just a heads up, 5 yards a carry. That is pretty good. Imagine if we had a better offensive line. Now, my point is, there is teams with average to good offensive lines that have backup running backs getting 100 yards that are coming in for guys that are hurt. Mark Ingram, I think, had like 80-something yards last week or something running. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Why can't we? Are we really? So that's what I'm saying. It has to go back on Daboll, not either trusting the running game or just totally abandoning it. And defenses are sitting back and going, they're not going to run it. And they're just playing us how they're playing us. I'm telling you. Listen, this all falls back on Daboll. But yes, to your point, getting Diggs the ball, you got to, but I don't believe in forcing him the ball. That I don't agree with.
Well, no, you don't have to force it. Scheme it. Scheme ways to get him the ball.
But we have. Listen, supposedly we have the fullest roster wide receivers. So I'm just saying, you got Cole Beasley, the best slot receiver in the NFL, right? You got Gabe Davis, who's supposed to take a giant step up. You got Emmanuel Sanders, who's a veteran guy who's been there, done that, who's clearly shown he can have good games. What is going on? You know what I mean? Like,
we had 7 drops with that group. We had 7 drops.
Yes, but on a rainy, windy day.
Okay, let's go back.
I don't know if they do that all the time.
This year than we had all of last year already.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I think Dawson Knox has limited his drops. Yeah, he had a bad one. He had a bad one in this game,
Beasley's
but
dropped more this year.
he has.
Beasley's dropped some. Davis has dropped some. You know,
Well,
and they're big, and that's the thing. When they're dropping it at bad times,
big times.
third downs.
I know, I agree.
That moves the chain. We're not getting those big catches. Someone needs to win and help out.
But it can't just be
last year they helped. They can't be. They all need to do it. But we're not even like Knox led our team in targets last week with 10.
Right. Well, he should have though, Mikey. I hate to say that. I know
against that crappy ass secondary that was played two backup safeties and two backup corners.
Yes, because listen, Mikey, for real, I'm being honest. That environment, that kind of, I know you say no. I'm saying in that kind of game, usually go back and look at most games that have bad weather games. The tight ends and running game are more involved than anything. Running backs get a lot of passes because it's all short yardage passes. Look at the snow game that we played in 2017, I believe it was. What's his name? Got the ball. Shady got the ball a shit ton on passes because you had to throw everything short. So tight ends and running backs get the ball a lot on those kind of games. You can't go deep. You can't. It's just tough. I don't care how good Allen's arm are. You got to admit. You got to know that the wind will catch to the ball. Listen, Allen's not. I know everyone say Allen is like, he's built for this, but bro, wind is wind. It's gonna catch the ball. Like, I hate to tell you that, but it's true. He's not perfect. These passes are not that great. They are underthrown, overthrown. Yes, some of them should have been caught, but bro, those are tough catches. I've seen a lot of them. They're not easy, especially in those environments. I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I won't go back to Dilly. He says Diggs is always open, and Josh just refused to throw him the ball.
No, that's not true.
Diggs becomes open after Josh leaves his read. If you go back and watch, like Diggs ran a route last week that he was open 35 yards downfield, but he didn't get open until he was 25 yards downfield.
Way after
Josh
the play.
Had to come out.
Right.
Diggs was open once Josh threw that interception. Diggs wasn't open the whole time. They were baiting him to throw that ball. They were running a traps coverage on him. That's what they've been doing all year with Diggs. They've been running high and low, trying to get Josh to feed him the ball so they could pick him, because that's what they're expecting. The problem is the other guys aren't winning their one-on-ones, and I really think part of it also is Beasley is truly hurt. He's playing with broken ribs.
Yes,
and it's limiting
him.
I know we need to sit him.
What was it? If they would have sat in the Colts game, who cared? We got our ass. We didn't need him anyways. We didn't throw to him. So why not have
Josh is making
in there?
Bad reads. You're right. He's missing reads. He's missing throws.
Oh yeah.
And he's not playing to his best. Nobody on offense.
He's trying to force. Yeah.
So what you do with a quarterback like that as an offensive coordinator is you scheme up easy things, easy reads. That's not happening because they're stubborn and they're banging their head against the wall, thinking, okay, well, Josh will go in the film and we'll show him. Make this read here. Okay. He goes to make that read that's covered up. Crap. Now what? Because no one else is open. So he has missed the reads, but we also don't know what the progression of the reads are. So he may miss an early read, but that may be progression 4. So he's going through his other reads. By the time he gets back, that read is now closed. We don't know. I don't know what his 1, 2, 3, 4s are.
Right.
Like
I
on
agree.
film, it looks like, the swing pass is open right away, but that's probably his safety valve, and then it's covered up by the time he gets to it. Maybe he's staying too long on reads. Maybe he's not staying long enough. I don't know what the progressions are of these, but what I do know is we're not running anything quick. We're not running pick plays and getting people open like we used to. What happened to that offense?
I kind of wish they're not going to do it, but I kind of wish they would go up tempo more. I do. Go up tempo, get the ball out quicker. Like I said, we were saying this last week. Get the playmakers the ball quicker. Let them get the yards after
run. No huddle. That's
what I'm saying. Go up tempo. Go up tempo. Right? This offense has been together now. The only new guy is Emmanuel Sanders, and he's already catched on. So speed up the game. Get the ball quick out.
Mm-hmm.
To your playmakers. That's it. And then when the big play is there, then you go for it. Because in the defense's back, they don't know what to expect at that point. They're used to you getting the ball out in 2 seconds. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. It's just like It's like Daboll wants to go deep, and then
'Cause
run
he's
the
try-
ball.
Yeah, because they're
Fucking,
trying to get it all back.
yeah.
Put the plays together. I want to touch on what Jack Smith puts in here.
Yeah, go
He
ahead.
says we should have spent the money on the O line and then cashing out Josh Allen. No, we paid Josh Allen the bag.
No.
The problem is we did spend money on the offensive line. We just spent it on the wrong freaking guys. We brought back Williams and we gave him a bag. We gave Feliciano the bag. Dawkins has the bag. Morris has the bag. Morris and Dawkins are extremely high paid.
Biggest disappointment, bro. I gotta be.
No, it's not. I'll tell you, it's not Morris.
I'm sorry.
Morris.
I know he's not. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying what we paid for him. If we're gonna be realistic, we overpaid Mikey. I'm not saying he's bad.
No, we had to overpay. We had to. We had to get Josh a center that was.
Yeah,
we didn't have a choice. So,
but by the way, Mongo's contract, I don't think it's that over. I think it's okay. I don't think that's a crazy.
Well, we're paying him like $6 million this year.
Yeah, but that's not that crazy. I think the Daryl Williams contract is he's the one that's really not lived up. And I think Deion's contract's okay. I think Deion's pretty good. I do. I think Deion's
Deion's our best offensive lineman.
Yeah. But everybody else can go. I'll be honest.
But if Paul Berg hears you say Deion's pretty okay, he's never going to watch us again. Paul Berg hates Deion Dawkins. Paul Berg's one of our hashtag nation guys.
You don't like the snowman?
Oh, he hates him. Hates him with a passion. So, anyways, let's get over.
You can't like everybody. It's okay.
So let's get to the notes. Let's get to the notes. Finally, we're 36 minutes into this.
Let's get the notes out. So we're getting the notes out.
So we talked about the complete team failure. We talked a little bit about where's the 2020 scheme. The crossers, the motions, the quick game, something to get the offense moving. It's okay to get multiple first downs in a drive and score. It's okay to take it. 5 yards on each play is okay because after 2 plays, you have a first down.
Right.
The defense had an off day. We got out physicaled. One of our keys to the game last week was win the trench war. We lost. Plain and simple. Yeah. I know when we went through
they could have ran the whole time.
They could have lost. And I know when we went through our disappointments and we talked about the defensive line, we didn't really talk about any actual interior tackles. That's because we don't have any good ones on our roster.
Nope.
We were playing DNs on the inside. Obata got washed out. Basham got washed out. Harrison. And I won't even talk about, the other guy, number 94. I don't talk about him. I don't say his name.
I know.
He shouldn't be on this team.
To
be that big and be that soft is just disgusting.
I do want to bring one thing up, and I'm not going to get too deep into it because obviously we're not on my we're not on my channel, so on my channel I don't care. I'll say what I say, but I will say this: I do got to bring this up real quick, and I'll get off it real quick because I don't want the chat going nuts and bringing up a weird subject. But Star opting out last season, I understand, I get it from his point of view, right? You opted out, you didn't want to. The COVID thing, I totally get that. If that was his right. But why go into the next season, not get vaccinated, which is fine. That's up to you. But then, listen, last season, the Buffalo Bills, before any vaccine, we had no players with COVID except for Tommy Sweeney, who wasn't even on the team. He was on the practice squad.
We had a few.
So my point is this. He's been hurt twice. He's been hurt already once, missed games. Now he gets COVID. Turns out he didn't get the vaccine because clearly he's missed way more than
this is game 3 because it's been 3 games.
Right.
In 12 days.
My only point to this is if he was so worried last season and he hurt, by the way, he hurt the team last season by not being there. Totally. Mm-hmm. He hurts the team now by not being there because we need Star. We do. Why not get it if you were so worried last season? But why risk your chance of getting it if that's what your concern was? You didn't get it. Now you come in and you wind up getting it because you're not doing something right. I'm just saying, it's just my point of view. I don't understand his thinking, his philosophy behind the whole thing, and he's hurting the team. That's all I'm going to say. Because I will say this real quick, and we're going to get off this. Cole Beasley decided not to get the vaccine, and he has yet to get COVID, and he's probably doing everything right by not doing it. And the whole team is too. I'm just saying. So Star was so worried. How the fuck did he get it? That's all I'm saying. And why not have the vaccine if you were so concerned last year? That's all. That's my
maybe
point.
he did. Maybe he did have the vaccine, and he has a bad reaction to it.
No, he didn't.
How do you know?
You know he didn't. It's been 3. We know that. You think he got COVID 3 weeks straight? No way, bro. No
Deion
way.
Dawkins was in the hospital for multiple weeks.
But he didn't get the He only got one shot. He didn't get the second, Mikey. Remember? He said he was short.
Okay. I don't want to get into this debate, and it's why
I'm not getting into the vaccine. I'm just saying.
Listen. Don't assume someone had. All I'm saying is don't assume someone didn't get the vaccine.
He didn't get it.
You know his medical history.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, he didn't get it.
You know his medical history.
I'm telling you now, he didn't get it.
That's your opinion. Leave it at that, and let's move on. That's your opinion. Leave it at that.
I'm sticking to it.
I don't care. We're moving on. So back to no adjustments. We talked about that. There's 0 adjustments during the week, offensively or defensively. I don't know why we didn't move out of the nickel into a 4-3, put some bigger dudes in there, find a way to, and then miss freaking tackles. Missed tackles is killing us. And yeah, Thomas, I agree. The reason why Jones does look it because he doesn't throw more than 10 yards downfield, but he'll complete 19 out of 20 for 194, and they'll win because they run the ball and throw.
That's how they're the tight ends.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
That's how they're built.
Move the chains.
That's how they're built, Mikey. They got a decent O-line. By the way, they're all O-line Patriots. Guys, don't get it twisted. They're a little above average. They're not the best. They're okay. They're good, but they're not great. But they're good enough to work with their scheme, which is the 2 tight ends. They're running, and then Mac Jones just plays safe football. That's how they beat teams. And then obviously on the defense. So the defense is putting the offense for the Patriots in good position, good field position, and they're just running the ball, going to tight ends. They're not doing anything great. Mac Jones does not throw deep, and when he does, it's a disaster. Look at the film. I'm just telling you, that's how they beat teams. Short, sweet, running. That's all they do. 5-yard outs, 3-yard outs. That's it. And run.
Oh man, you started it in the chat.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Don't be upset with me.
Okay, we're moving off of that. Forget it. This is why we don't talk about it, Tommy. We're not on your channel. Save it for your channel. All right.
Tomorrow.
So then the last thing I want to talk about before we move over, because we're already deep into this. Undisciplined penalties, man. I put that straight on McDermott. How do you not hold these guys accountable? The penalties over, and it's not even it's new. They're the same fucking penalties on the same guys constantly. Enough is enough. And on the offensive line, when you're next to the fucking center, watch the ball. You don't go until the ball snapped.
Right. And Moss needs to stop running into the back of his offensive line when he's running the ball. I mean, how many times is he going to run into the back of his own players? It's just like, I told you that was his problem.
God, I know. Man, you really started something. Kick that hornet's nest.
Oh, come on, chat. Relax. It was just an opinion. It's not a big deal. God.
No, they all have. See, that's the problem. Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah. Hey, listen, come on my channel tomorrow. If you want to debate, I'll debate you all day. I don't give a
No, they're debating amongst themselves.
Oh, okay.
They're debating amongst themselves.
It's not even a debate. Listen, guys, no debate on that.
Let's go. You're right, because you don't know shit.
Oh, Mike.
You don't know. You don't know.
Not nice. Being mean.
It's not being mean. You don't know what's going on there. So don't spit your opinion as a fact. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let me go get my MAGA hat. Hold on. Joking.
So, anyways, let's quickly touch on our.
I'm joking, Mikey.
I know. But let's quickly touch on our predictions.
Really make the chat go at it.
You had it 41-19. You were
I was close. I was fucking close. What I tell you, chat? 41-19 Colts. I called it. You guys heard it here. I never said Bill. I just said 41-19.
I had it 24-17. We were both dead wrong. On the offense, you had Sanders, and on the defense, you had Oliver. I had Diggs and Poyer. It was a complete team failure. Neither one of us did shit. We all lost.
Epic failure.
even Bass, one of our most consistent guys, missed 2.
God.
Like the
And
first one,
you know who the best player was? Our punter who I was ripping last week.
right?
At a 55-yard punt.
Right?
Woo!
Yes. Mike Trotter comes in and talks about this. I don't know if you guys watched it this morning, but Paul went live and he broke this down. Talked about it a lot.
He did.
Like he got hot about it. Like he was mad.
Paul
was mad.
He was turning red.
He was hot this morning about this. I caught it on the replay.
I saw his fist. Yeah,
I didn't catch it live. I wish I could have, but I had meetings this morning. But I did catch it on the replay.
He was foaming at the mouth, red. He was sweating.
I don't know about that.
This was in the air. He was just like pointing at the camera. But that's how I want our team to be, brother.
Yeah. I want to see some life.
Oh, Richard, come on. Oh, Richard, why? hey, okay. Garrett's available.
Okay, last game was a disaster. We're gonna turn the page and we're gonna start talking about this coming week.
That's right.
The preview. Right. We got a game tomorrow. Paul was pretty insightful. I agree.
Always insightful.
However, I don't ever agree with Paul. I take his stance right from the beginning. Paul's never right. Even when he's right, he's never right. Even when he's right, he's never right. No, I'm just. I did agree with some of what Paul said. I also believe Paul. I didn't agree with some of it. I think he was a little too harsh on the offense. I also think he put a little bit too much blame, and the bad decisions. I don't think Josh is out there making a ton of bad decisions. He made some when he presses, he makes bad decisions. For the most part, the majority of this year, Josh has played pretty well. So to say he's out there playing reckless and then he puts the blame back on the coaches, okay. If that's his opinion, everybody has an opinion. We know that. That's fine. Paul's been nice enough to let me come on his network every week and give my opinion. So here's my opinion, Paul. I kind of agree with you. Kind of.
Oh, kind of.
That's about it. That's about all I'm gonna give you. Because if anybody's watched me and Paul ever, going back to when I used to just come on as a guest on The Nation, I never agree with him. I always say he's wrong. Always say he's wrong.
Me and Paul, because Paul wasn't a Daboll guy either from the beginning. But me and Paul kind of had that going for us. Like we kind of were like in agreement with that. But no, I like Paul's thinking for the most part. Mario, I'm on 50-50 with. Mario 50-50.
Yeah. Wayne comes in and talks about Bass. He says the 2 misses, they really were weather related. Like he kicked that one expecting the wind to push it back through, and it just never did. The way the wind was going,
good old Buffalo.
Yeah. I mean, and that was 57 yards out. It just it never pushed. He's like, oh man, I gauged that wrong.
That good old home field advantage.
Yeah. Oh, this one hurts. This one hurts, John. John comes in and says, and you thought that 9-6 loss was bad.
Ooh,
ouch.
Dude.
Ouch.
I think that was worse. I think that was worse. I'll be real with you. That was the fucking Jaguars. Yes, that was worse. Bro, that Jaguar loss, come on, man. That was worse. If we won that game and we just lost to the Colts now, yes, we would be like, fuck, we got blown out. But at least we beat the teams we were supposed to beat.
Thanks, Nathan. Nathan comes in and says he doesn't agree with Paul either. I appreciate that.
Come on, Nathan.
I appreciate that. And really, Paul can have the most logic reason. I'm just gonna tell him he's wrong just because I enjoy that. I enjoy to disagree with him. He's fun. He's fun to disagree with because he's strong-headed too, and he's got his opinion, and and I love that. It's kind of like me and you that way. You do have your opinion.
We do.
And I do. And I have my opinion. And when we lock horns, it gets entertaining at times.
But I will say this, chat and everybody else, when you're not, it's going back and forth, there's no outcome, agree to disagree and you move forward. Because that's the best thing. Because sometimes it gets too heated.
It's okay to disagree. Yeah, it's okay to disagree with somebody.
Right.
And realize that you both have just because you think of it as one way,
Yeah, that's fine.
understand
Yeah,
that
that's
other
okay.
people might have a different opinion, and
Yeah,
that's okay.
but you got to agree. But at some point, you got to agree to disagree because sometimes there's no outcome. Is my point. Nobody's gonna one part. Someone's not gonna break. It's just what it is. So
Trix
me and
comes
Mikey
in.
are good
I
at
love
that.
this one. Yeah, and it's respect. There's respect there.
That's it.
We can both have an argument from the other side, and like I think we had like a week long argument one time
on the red zone
through multiple shows.
Yes,
through hashtag shows, through your shows, through Twitter. We had them. But it's fine because it's all love.
Sure.
You know, at the end of the day, I have nothing but love for Polamalu as well. Even though I like to give him crap about stuff, it's football. It's a game. It's something that it's entertainment that I enjoy. But I like what Trig says here. He says Allen accounts for 79% of the offense. Stop asking him to be Superman. Have someone else help him out.
Not going to happen, Mikey.
I know.
It's not. Listen, guys. I told you that a week ago. That's in his DNA. Josh Allen will always play hero ball when things aren't going. It's just. It's never going to stop.
I'm not saying about the hero ball. Stop running your offense to where he.
I agree, but that's Daboll. But that's Daboll play calling. That's
fine. And we're not even saying that it's not Daboll. What we're saying is stop making him have to be Superman. Very much like Lamar Jackson.
100%. Triggs, I agree.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Just like Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Stop making him.
Do it.
It'll break other guys.
Yeah, it'll work for a little bit until teams figure you out, and then you're out of the playoffs. Just like when we beat Baltimore.
Spin, I love you. You're so much fun. You always have some of the best comments in all the shows. He says maybe the Bills and Casey are just toying with people during the regular season. I'm waiting for the playoffs to get started.
Boy,
I pray to God that's what they're doing, and this really isn't the Bills' offense.
We're this elite off. We're gonna start scoring 50 a game.
Oh God, it's bad. It's bad. Right here, Thomas Sweeney comes in and says the thing that concerns me about our defense is
Tommy Sweeney.
No,
all right,
Tommy Sweeney.
Oh,
we were fully aware of how dangerous Taylor was at all week to pair, and we couldn't stop him. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that at the beginning. We talked about how they changed up their looks. We thought they were going to run something. They ran something else on the blocking combo. Go back to cover one and watch their film room with Eric Wood. They do a fantastic job of breaking that down of what the formation was, what they were looking at, and what they thought they were going to do, and then how the blocking scheme changed. And then they completely threw us out of our game plan. From the very good, Eric Wood does a fantastic job breaking that down over there with those guys.
What's the question John's asking? By the way, I don't understand the question.
I gotta find him. I'm a little behind on the chats.
Oh my gosh! Leave Mikey in charge. This is what you get.
Are you talking about the one? Tommy, are you and Knox the better tight end?
Yeah.
Because it says Tommy Sweeney.
Like me as a tight end?
He's asking Thomas Sweeney who's the better tight end.
You see? That's Tommy Sweeney in here, guys. This is how we do on Tailgate Talk. We get the players secretly in the
Thanks, John, for stopping by. If you want to catch the rest of our lovely arguments that me and Tommy like to have, come on back, catch us on the replay.
Yeah.
Let's jump into this week's injury report. So on the actual injury report itself, we have 0 designations. Tremaine's back; he's full all week. No designation on Beasley. However, we still do have Brown, Starr, and Stevenson all on 2 of them on COVID list. 1 of them's on IR that could be brought over. But on the Saints side, Kamara, Ramzak, Davenport, and another pass rusher are all already out. So no Kamara, no Davenport, no tackle.
Kamara is huge. That's huge. Forget the
Ingram and Armstead, their other tackle, are questionable.
Well, Ingram will play. He'll play.
So
they have
they could be without both of their tackles, both of their running backs, and half their defensive line. Granted, they still have, Cam Jordan and, all those guys, right. But we're finally running into a team that's more beat up than us.
Is it?
I'm not. Mr. Diggs, I appreciate you adding in here. I'm not a hashtag dome guy. I don't think the weather played that much of a big deal into that.
Oh, because I agree with you.
Because Indianapolis, as a dome team, came into Buffalo and kicked our ass.
Yeah, because maybe they're built that way. It don't matter. I'm just saying, we're not built. Listen, it's going to be a while till the new stadium is built. I think that they're saying 3 to 5 years, right? Something like that. It's going to be open air. There's no dome. Let's be real. There's no retractable roof. It's all about saving money. Let's not get that confused, guys. It's not about we're open roof because we want to, this is going to help us. That's just saving money. It has nothing to do with bettering the team play. But my point is, we got years to catch up. Brandon Beane, he better start building a team that's made right for Buffalo, because the 90 teams, the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s,
they thought they did.
They
banked it, but they banked on players.
We've got small defensive tackles. We've got small offensive line.
That's just their defensive philosophy.
Yeah.
Say what you want, but that's their defensive philosophy. It was that way in Carolina. It was that way with the Eagles.
Well, it ain't gonna work, Mikey. That's his point.
That's fine.
It ain't gonna work at home. That's a disadvantage at home. I'd rather play. I honest to God, Mikey, I swear to God, and Bills Mafia, this might be a good thing if we squeeze in the playoffs. Which at this point I don't know, but if we squeeze in the playoffs, I'm kind of glad that we won't be home field advantage. I'm going to be real with you. I'm kind of glad we're going on the road because we're not good at home. We're not, and bro, January football in Buffalo is not going to be pretty.
In Jacksonville either.
It doesn't. I agree, but I'm just saying it's even worse in Buffalo. We still have a better chance on the road in a dome or a better environment. It's real. I'm being real, Mikey.
No, I get what you're saying, but
I'm just saying, I'd rather be on the road
unless we fire McDermott. Our philosophies are our philosophies. It's not going to change.
Boy, Brandon Beane better have a talk.
We stopped the run last year with the undersized defensive tackles.
No, we were bad at the run. I thought we were bad against the run last season.
Dude, in the playoff game, Jonathan Taylor had 79 yards.
I'm talking about the regular season. We weren't a good against the run at all.
We were better in the second half than we were in the first half.
Yeah, that is true.
We got better as the season went. But
the problem is, and maybe when Stark comes back, we'll be better.
Who knows? I don't know. Whenever Stark comes back, this is game 3 he's missed.
Right.
In a row. Jack Me comes and says he's calling 8 and 9. I don't think that. I think we're hitting the double-digit wins.
We would, bro. If that happened. I mean, I want to be shocked, but my God, people will be so outraged.
Richard Forbes comes in and says Kamara will be back. No, Kamara's already been ruled out.
No, he's out.
He's out. Ramczyk, Kamara have both been ruled out. Davenport's been ruled out. Ingram and
questionable.
Armstead.
They'll play. I think they'll play though.
Yeah, are the ones that are there. Yeah. So that kind of covers us where we were with the injuries. So let's move into our actual preview, what's on the list. So, we talked about the injuries. We need to get more physical. We need to come out this week and be more physical, man. We have to, we're in trouble. If we go into a dome, so there's not gonna be weather, excuses. We're going into a dome, and they out physical us.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
If they beat us, it's a wrap. I will say that. I will agree with you. I'm telling you, I will have to. At that point, if we lose against the Saints, I'll watch. Obviously, I'm a Bills fan. I will never not watch. But I'm a realist, and I'll have to say that's it. The writing's on the wall at that point. You can't lose this. You can't because if you have you lose to the Saints, and you think you're going to Monday Night Football and you have a chance against the Patriots after you just lost against 2 in a row, 4 out of your last whatever. It's over. You have the momentum, the locker room, everything's lost. Everything. the fans aren't going to believe you anymore. The excuses are done. You got to win this game. You have to.
You're right. And Triggs comes in here and says, we're missing an X factor on the D line. Rousseau will develop, and I believe he will develop into that player. He's a rookie and he's raw. It's going to take time.
Yep.
I agree. The Jeffrey Simmonses, you know, the Haywards, the TJ Watts, you know, the Josh Allens on defense. Give us an X factor that can actually create some havoc. You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Scott's comment. I'm nervous about.
What's the score, Tommy? We'll get there. We'll get there, Scott.
Oh,
I think
no.
Scott tunes in just to see what kind of crazy score you're going to give. So, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, be more physical. I
man the fuck up.
You know, I need Josh to make better decisions. And when I say better decisions,
that is true.
If Daboll's not going to
that's not even hero ball. Just make a better decision. Yeah.
If Daboll's not going to put you in and is going to scheme things up to help you, help yourself. Right. Find a way to get the ball out quick, early. Let your
call an audible if you don't like it.
Well, not even that.
I'm just saying,
if he calls the audible, because he has made line changes. But get the ball out of your hands quick and give your playmakers chances to make guys
throw the ball away. Or if you don't like what you see,
throw
the fucking ball away. You don't need it. Listen, at that point, 30, it's not, throw it away. Why force the ball at that point? You got to play a little bit smart. That's not even hero ball. That's just bad decision making. So go ahead.
Thanks, Buka. Appreciate you rocking with us.
Yes.
You know, it's just one of those things. You know, we need Josh to make better decisions. Get the ball out of your hands quick. Get in your playmakers' hands. If they 100%. Don't make the play, we know it's a playmaker issue, and it's not a bad decision making issue. You know, maybe he knows that and he's trying to do things. Maybe not. I don't know. Something needs to change though. Something.
Yeah.
You know,
better. You only got so many games left, Mike.
Yep. I put this as one of my last notes, and then we'll just kind of talk about it. I want to see Stevenson.
And calling for it.
McKenzie's fumble.
More than
open air fumble, but that one was just bad.
No, I'm just saying he's had his
the rain tripped him. The rain then knocked the ball out and made him fumble, and just sucked the life out of us.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. But Mikey, he's had close calls, or he's had fumbling. Listen, this kind of dates back to the Dolphin game. That game could have turned quickly if he didn't get the ball back.
This dates back to his time in Denver before we even picked him up.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
they released him.
Right. Then the Colts, the Washington game where he totally misplayed the ball. Like, there's a lot of things that McKenzie's that we've gotten kind of lucky on. You know, the Dolphin game was one example, but this game, look, that's costly, guys. That was a playoff game. That's it. We're not talking today. Season's over. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And Triggs, I agree. We've had chances to trade for guys. That's not really McBean's style. It's not really their style.
Nope.
Scott comes in with the super chat. Thank you, Scott. We appreciate all the donations. And then he comes in and says the only way we win is coaching the turkey hard this week. No matter, must be angry. You know what? I hope they come out angry. But listening to Josh and the guys talk this week, it doesn't seem like there's any sense of urgency. Like, we know we're a good team. We know we're a good team. We just got to figure it out. Well, guess what? Fucking show me.
You've been saying that since week 1 after the Pittsburgh loss. I heard that excuse. We're better than this. You know, we're got to look at the film. We're going to come back stronger. You know, we're going to learn from this. What have you learned since week 1? It's been the same. We haven't bounced back by anything. We played worse, if anything.
Yeah. 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 But we appreciate your donation, Scott. It's always appreciated.
Always,
26, 26 Farms also appreciates it, as that is the hashtag charity this year. Here's one that comes in from Richard Forbes. Says, you know, I'm from the show me state, mofo. Show me. Yeah. Richard Forbes. Richard's
the man. See?
You know,
Richard knows.
show me.
Enough
Don't
of the
tell
talk.
me.
Yeah. Right.
Show me.
Don't talk about it.
You
Be
hear
about
Josh. I love that one. Josh talks about it in his pregame when he talks to the guys. We don't do the talking. We show them. That was the motto last year. That was the motto last year. This year they're like, we're going to talk about it. Everyone's talking about us. We're supposed to be good. We're just not good.
All right. And
you know what? We're in week 12. We could be laughing at the playoffs. Do you remember how bad it was in week 12 when everybody was jumping off the ship? We're like, what is wrong with this team?
Oh, I know.
But we need them to show us life. Something.
We don't. And the other thing they say, they don't look at the schedule. Every game is one game at a time. Oh,
bullshit.
These are fucking terrible teams. Right?
If that's what you were game planning for, that's a terrible
right. Hey, right. Hey, Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, do the total opposite of what you've been doing. Like, look ahead of the schedule. Go ahead. Like, do everything opposite, because whatever is happening now, it ain't working.
Patrick comes in and says, "Hello, Bills fan. When's the Bills?"
He's a Pats fan.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate Pats fans.
He's my buddy. What? Yeah, he's a good guy. You know what?
He's a very good guy, and he comes in and gives us the shit. But you know what? He can talk that shit because we're in first place.
Yeah.
And no Bills fan can say shit because they're backing up their play. Their team's backing it up. Our team isn't.
You got all the right to talk your talk, to talk your smack. We have we don't deserve anything at this point. Nothing.
We haven't earned anything.
We've done nothing. We have done nothing. Yeah. So I 100% agree. 100%. Facts are facts, guys.
Yep. Scott comes in and says, "I know Beasley and Edmonds are good to go. What about Feliciano and Brown?" There's been Feliciano, nothing. It's been quiet.
Hurt as usual.
And then the COVID guys, Feliciano from an IR standpoint, he didn't talk about it at all. Brown and Star,
that's up in the air.
They don't talk about it because they're much like the concussion protocol. They're in the COVID, so they can't talk about it. But he could talk about Feliciano because he talked about Stevenson and talked about how he was interested to see how he looked this week. And
he was doing kick returns in practice. Mm-hmm. So maybe
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I also heard in the press conference him talk about someone asked him, has Breida earned more touches? And he flat out said yes.
Well, of course he has. I still don't think he's an RB1, but he certainly could be. He certainly could be used in this offensive game plan. Certainly on screen passes, on design plays for him, he's very electric. Go ahead,
Patrick says, "I don't want to play a depressed Bills team. That's not fun." So he wants us to win, so we're not depressed when we come in.
Thanks, Patrick.
Keep twisting the knife, buddy. Keep twisting the knife.
Oh, God.
Bills fans have to be talked off a ledge right now. We had such high hopes.
Dude, everybody in my chat, Mikey, when I go on, they're like, they're all Debbie Downers. It's over. We're losing.
Well, that's.
I gotta boost you up a little bit.
We're week to week.
Yeah, if we lose tomorrow, I can't even do. I cannot be Dr. Phil on my shows.
Come here because I told you my new stance going forward is gonna be, I don't have any expectations.
Mike is the new.
I'm gonna root for him. Okay. No, I'm not gonna be a Debbie Downer. I'm just not gonna. I don't expect anything. It's gonna be one of those things. If we go out and we smack them down 49-7, I'm gonna be like, okay, let's see if we can do it again next week.
Well, that's Debbie Downer.
No, that's show me. That's not Debbie Downer. That's show me. 1 week against the stupid Jets isn't gonna tell me that we're back. I'm sorry.
Stupid Jets. I know. I agree.
I agree. Go out and beat this.
You got to beat. You got to
injured Saints, and then come back.
You're right.
And go beat the Patriots.
Well,
go beat the Patriots. Show me that you can have a little bit of
That will be the show me. You're right. Now I'll tell you what, Bills fans, if you have any, like Mike is saying, if you have any doubts now, and let's say we beat the Saints, and we play Monday and we beat the Patriots, then I think we can start believing again.
Exactly.
I think we can get back on that horse.
I will.
But if
root
we
for my
lose,
Bills.
I'm telling you now, I agree
I
with
will
you,
root
Mikey.
for I rooted for him during the 20-year depression.
You have to, of course. You're
I
diehard.
will
That's how
continue to
we
root
are.
for them.
Right.
It's just
in
a
our
matter.
blood.
Yeah. It's just a matter of my expectations aren't that we're the best. You're not gonna. I was never the big Twitter guy popping off that we're winning the Super Bowl and stuff, anyways. But I know, but I also wasn't twice this year, 2 times. I went out and I said, okay, we're gonna blow someone out, and we lost both of them. Those days are done for me.
I thought we were gonna finish 15-2. Yikes! Oh boy! Oh boy!
It's sad. There's one in here. Evan comes in and says, if we smack them down 49-7, we'll probably inverse the score. The other way. Yeah. It'll be 49-7 Saints, just like it was 41-19 you had.
I'll take a win. At this point, I just want to win. I don't care anymore about the score. I just want to win. Just win. Please win.
I'm with them. God. Win by 100, win by 1. Stack the fucking wins.
Just win. Yeah, we need it. However we can take it.
I refuse to even show that on the screen.
What? 100 and
go look in the chats. I'm not. Talking about Losman. I'm not bringing that up on the screen.
I don't know. Oh, I love JP Losman. Losman was the man, bro. Now, obviously,
you would rather have Losman than Allen?
No, I'm saying. I'm not bring it back, but I love JP Losman. I was a huge Losman.
I did too.
I got a Losman jersey. Matter of fact, I will say this real quick. Every time we lose, I wear a new jersey.
Tommy's predicted 41-9 tonight.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the rest of them.
Guess what jersey I'm going to choose next? Because I always switch jerseys after a loss. I'm wearing my JP Losman jersey. We're going undefeated the rest of the season, baby.
Oh, Wayne.
In the Losman jersey.
Tommy won't have any. Tommy won't have any JP slander on this show.
I will not have that, Wayne.
I love this one. 3-2 Bills win. All right. So it's about that. It's about that time, buddy. It's about that time. Give me your X factors. Give me your X factors.
God, it's so tough. I'm gonna say on offense, Devin Singletary.
Singletary, okay.
Yep. Defense. I'm going to go Greg Rousseau this game. I'm going back to Rousseau. That's what worked. We're winning.
Okay, so for offense for me, I'm gonna go. Our offense is just killing me, bro.
He's going Tommy Sweeney, guys.
No. I'm gonna go Dawson Knox. Get Dawson Knox back in the end zone. Get him going.
Nice. There you go.
I'm gonna go Dawson Knox. And on defense, I'm going with Edmonds. His return is gonna make a difference.
Jermaine,
we're gonna get back.
I like it. It.
So yeah, you got Singletary and Groot. I got Knox and Edmonds. We'll go there. For the chat, tell me what you got out there. We're also looking for score predictions. It's time for score predictions. I need to know what the chat is looking for. And as everyone waits all show long for the hour to find out what Tommy's score prediction is.
No.
Give it to me, buddy.
37-14 Buffalo.
37-14.
Yep.
Okay. I am going 20-13 Buffalo.
Hey, I understand. I do.
It's a show me. It's a show. It's just
now.
We might change our show name from Tailgate Talk to Show Me Something, mother effer.
Right.
Like, it is bad. It is bad. Oh God, why?
I'm scared.
2-2 tie. We're gonna tie 2-2.
If we hold 10-2, I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know.
Oh, Donald comes in 44-6 Buffalo. I like it. I like it.
See, now there's Donald's a believer. That's what I'm talking about.
Tommy never wavers. He never wavers.
Confidence.
Mike's telling us we're cooked because you said that. You're the jinx. That's how I'm taking that.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, what do we got in here? We got Wayne in here. It says 27-20 Bills. I like that. 27-20 Bills. Spin comes in and says 6-1. Defense TDs. Bills tried for 2, but they wanted to get their offense to score some more points on the game, but end up getting a safety at the end, ruining the Bills defense shutout. Yeah. A stupid offense ruined the defense shutout by giving up a safety. That is
we played good in the last
2021 Buffalo
guys.
Bills, people, right there.
Way. We played good the last Thanksgiving, by the way.
Yeah.
The heads up.
It's bright lights are on, I mean, really, last time we had the bright lights on, we were playing Titans and we lost by what, 4?
Should have won that game.
3? We should have. 3? We lost by 3?
That was, what's funny? Real quick, I know we're got to get off. That was
my God.
That was the last good game we played.
Yeah.
I'm being real on offense.
No, you're right. You're right.
Since then, it's been a disaster.
Mr. Dix comes and says 103-17. Bills
I like
walk out of the building.
Now, there you go, Mr. Diggs. Confidence.
Scott Blakely comes in, and we've got a few more minutes we can go through.
Scott,
20-17 Saints.
This non-believer.
Oh, Scott, that hurts.
Scott, come on.
That one hurts, Scott. Richard Forbes comes in and says 27-12.
I like confidence. That's what I like. Confidence, guys.
Oh,
keep your
Scott,
confidence.
That one hurts. Richard Greenwood comes in. Saints 27, Bills 22.
Oh, Richard.
Man, have the Bills, kicked their own people off the bandwagon. Man. Oh, I do bet. I have lost quite a bit of money this year.
I do not, thank God. I will tell you,
it's been a bad year for football and bets, man. It's been a rough go.
I would not. I would have lost a lot of money.
I do not bet on the Bills games though. I do bet. Okay. I do parlays and stuff, but I never bet on the Bills because I don't want to ever
I got
have that, let my heart decide, my pocketbook.
By the way, my fantasy team did terrible last week.
By the way, my fantasy team did awesome. I had Jonathan Taylor.
All Buffalo players. Oh, yeah.
I had Jonathan Taylor. He dropped me a 50
I told
spot.
you not to play him. You don't play the guys you're going.
Dude. It clinched me a playoff spot.
Yeah.
I'm 10-1 in that league. It's my big money league. I'm 10-1.
God.
So
I'm not doing so hot because I got mostly Bills.
Oh, why? No,
because that's how I won it last year.
No. Y comes in and says Butler picks up a fumble but runs the wrong way. 7-0.
Oh, wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me. Or picks it up and fumbles and they get it and return it for a touchdown.
Oh, I like this one. Donald comes in 1-0. Bills win with a drop kick for the win by Josh.
Right. Josh does it all right. He's the hero of the game.
79-5 Saints.
John, come on.
Oh,
man.
You guys are just killing me. All right. I'm not going to stay on to listen to this crap. Someone comes in and says 3-0 Buffalo. I like it.
That. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hold them to nothing.
I don't care. Give me a W. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I don't care either. You're right. I told you. Just give me a win. I don't give a fuck.
Stack some freaking wins.
That's it, man. Get your confidence back. Get your confidence.
Oh, here's a good one. Patrick comes in and asks, how is Josh number 2 in MVP? I don't think he's actually number 2 in the MVP talks. He's number 2 in the betting lines. He's still number 2 in the betting lines.
I don't know how.
Because they look at the schedule like, oh, he should light up this.
Yeah.
They're obviously not watching the games. They're just they're looking at schedules.
The only way he'll win. Listen, the only way he'll win that is if he fucking balls out these next 4 or 5 games. That's the only way. He will not win that. If we continue to lose like this, he'll be 5th in MVP. I'm being for real.
Nick comes in and says game-winning pick 6 by Trey White.
Yeah, Trey.
He doesn't give me a score, but he says Trey White's going to give a pick 6 to end it.
Well, it's close. If we had a
in
game
the first
winning.
quarter, we're gonna be up 21-0. Trey White's gonna pick him off. So we're gonna be 28-0 at the end of the first, and the game's gonna be over.
We win 28-27 because we don't do anything on the second half offensively. Typical coming out of the second half flat.
You say I'm Debbie Downer?
I'm just saying. Well, it's Daboll. I'm Debbie Downer for Daboll.
Okay. Someone put it here. Where is it, Mr. Diggs? Bad weather. It's gonna be 3-0.
Yeah.
Bad weather.
The air conditioning's too high.
Oh God, this is getting out of hand. Oh man. So Tommy, tell me what do you got on tap for the rest of this week since it's a holiday week?
Well, I will be on halftime tomorrow, and I will be on post game instant reaction. And then Saturday I got my. Are we doing a Friday show, Mikey?
No, I won't be around.
Okay, so Friday, I'm not doing be here, but Saturday I got my AFC Shakedown. I am gonna have a special guest, Curtis from Ace Per Head. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's an awesome guy. He's a Dolphin fan, but he runs his own channel on there. He'll be on 7:30 on my channel, the Mafia Sports Report. And then that's it, man. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will be back here with Tommy. Not this Friday, but the following Friday. If I can get free on Friday, Tommy, I'll text you. Maybe we'll just do kind of an impromptu short one. But I have some family obligations.
That's I got you.
To go tonight, so I want to make sure that. But other than that, for Hashtag Nation, we appreciate you guys all. We always appreciate you guys in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy early Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yes. Eat
up. Enjoy time with family or friends or whatever you're doing. Stay safe.
Golden Corral.
Go Buffalo.
Hello, fellow Bills fans. Sean Rogers, realtor and lead of the Mr. Rogers Homes team. Did you know that real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth, and right now is one of the best times to own an investment property in Arizona? Please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions so we can take the next step to your financial freedom here in the Valley of the Sun, utilizing real estate. As always, God bless America and go Buffalo!